Have you ever just looked at your cat and wondered what is actually going on in that fuzzy little head of theirs? Well, what if I told you they're on a secret, lifelong mission? And, get this, you're the project. So, let's just get right to it. Does your cat think you're hopeless? The short answer is, yeah, pretty much. There's actually a really good chance that your cat is genuinely deeply concerned about your ability to just stay alive. So today, we're going to break down exactly why they think you're a total lost cause and, more importantly, what they're doing to fix you.
Alright, so the most important place to start is to get our heads around how your cat really sees you. And here's a spoiler for you. It's not as their owner. Not even close.
This whole idea really comes from the work of animal behaviorist John Bradshaw. And what he's saying is, your cat has probably never once looked at you and thought, my human. Nope. To them, you're just a very strange, very large, and kind of uncoordinated member of their feline family.
And, because they see you as family, they've started to notice some pretty alarming flaws. I mean, they watch you all day, every day, and they've come to one very clear conclusion. You have absolutely no idea how to survive in the wild. None.
And this is where the big disconnect happens. You see yourself as the provider, right? The master of the house, the can-opener wizard. But your cat? Your cat sees a hopelessly bad hunter who never stalks, never pounces, but somehow, magically, makes food appear from that loud, cold box in the kitchen. It's a completely baffling skill, and believe me, they feel the need to supervise it very, very closely.
All this worry has forced them to take matters into their own paws. Whether you realize it or not, you've been enrolled in their very own, very intense survival school. And the curriculum is laser-focused on the #1 skill you're missing, hunting. It's a 2-step program. First, there's the tutorial, and then comes the practical exam.
So, Lesson 1 starts with something I bet you've experienced more than once. They bring you a gift. Sometimes it's their favorite little toy mouse, or if they're an outdoor cat, it might be something a little more, realistic. Now, this isn't just them being cute or wanting to play. This is a powerful, deep-seated instinct. It's exactly, and I mean exactly, how a mother cat teaches her kittens to eat and survive. They've watched you fail to catch anything, ever. So they've just concluded that you must have missed out on these crucial lessons as a kid. So they're stepping in, to be the parent you clearly never had.
And this leads directly into the second part of their lesson plan. This is the big one, the practical exam.
Okay, so after they've brought you the prey, what happens next? They'll often meow, like really insistently, right? Or they'll bat the toy around to make it seem like it's still alive. This is not a game. They're not trying to get you to play with them. No. They are trying to get you to practice your pounce, your finishing move. They've done all the hard work. Now it's your turn to prove you are actually paying attention.
But their responsibilities don't stop with hunting lessons. Oh no. They also feel this deep need to act as your personal bodyguard and, weirdly enough, your translator. And this all shows up in 3 very common and almost always misunderstood behaviors: following you to the bathroom, supervising you in the kitchen, and developing a special language designed just for you.
All right, let's talk about the classic bathroom escort. It feels like they have zero concept of personal space, doesn't it? Well, the truth is, they're not trying to be clingy. They are absolutely terrified for your life.
See, from a cat's point of view, the bathroom is a tactical nightmare. It's a tiny room with only one way in and one way out. In the wild, that is the literal definition of a death trap. And you, their giant, clumsy friend, just wander right in and shut the door behind you.
So what do? They follow you in to stand guard. They post up as a lookout because, let's be honest, based on your track record, they have zero faith in your ability to spot an ambush. They are literally putting their life on the line to protect you when you're at your most vulnerable.
And that same protective instinct is what's going on in the kitchen. When they rush in and stare at you while you open the fridge, it's not just about them hoping for a handout. They are desperately trying to figure out your weirdly effortless hunting technique so they can either learn from it or, at the very least, make sure you don't mess it up.
Okay, now let's talk about how they talk. Did you know that in the wild, adult cats almost never meow at each other? It's a sound that's pretty much just reserved for kittens trying to get their mom's attention. But your cat meows at you constantly.
So why do they do it? Well, it's because they've figured out that you are completely, utterly oblivious to their normal, sophisticated adult language of tail flicks and ear twitches and subtle scents. You're basically deaf to them. So they've had to switch to using baby talk because it's the only thing that seems to get a response from their giant, clueless kitten.
And this all leads us to what might be their most important and, honestly, most touching secret mission of all. It's one they perform every single night.
You know that feeling. It's the middle of the night, you're sound asleep, and bam! There's a paw on your face. Or a full-on cat parade walking across your chest. It seems so annoying, right? Maybe even a little disrespectful. But the real reason is something else entirely.
That's right. They are performing a nightly wellness check.
By tapping your face or walking on your chest, what they're really doing is feeling for the rise and fall of your breath. I mean, think about it from their perspective. You're such a terrible survivor during the day, it's frankly a miracle you even make it to nightfall. So when you're just lying there completely motionless in the dark, they have to check to make sure you haven't, gone offline for good. So all those behaviors we think of as just annoying or needy or just plain weird, they're actually these incredible selfless acts of care. Your cat is trying to teach you, protect you, and check up on you because you are a beloved, if slightly pathetic, member of their family.
So the next time your cat drops a soggy toy in your lap or follows you into the bathroom and stares at you, maybe just take a second to think about it a little differently. They're not just your pet. They're your teacher, your bodyguard, and your very, very worried parent. So what lesson do you think your cat is trying to teach you right now?